Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the playthrough of Hitman World of Assassination. Again, unfortunately, in the previous 2 or 3 episodes, I mentioned that there was a game update, and it felt like the game was running a little bit more snappy. And also the patch notes, they made mention of DLSS memory leak that was fixed. And the game didn't crash for 3 episodes. So I was like, oh man, please let it be fixed, all the constant crashes. But again, at the ending of the last episode, it crashed again. So I had to do, in between episodes, I pretty much played back to where we were, so I collected all the clues. Again, 20 minutes of my life wasted because the game is just super unstable. But yeah, so now let's conclude that murder mystery. Let's go to the butler and say that we have enough evidence to accuse Emma, and the whole reason and the context I elaborated upon in the previous episodes. And then afterwards, there's also the game, actually you can see that here, these are the suspects. So I'm not sure why this guy, that's it. I forgot to question one guy. I will do that again, just for the completeness. Unless the game crashes again, but anywho, man, it's such a confusing layout. The game, this one we can exonerate, this one as well, this one as well. This one, they will back up each other's alibi. So after the dialogue that I will now have with him, both of these will be grayed out. Then this guy, there is no exoneration or full suspicion, but on the other hand, I was looking in the previous episode for his room, because all the other suspects, there was a combination of interrogating them and looking for clues in their rooms, and that guy didn't have a room. But yeah, here I have all the clues. This challenge I cleared in each location of interest in the murder mystery. So I don't think the guy has a room. I tried looking at the top floor, and I didn't fully explore that top floor yet, but I quit. As far as I saw, there was no room of this guy. So he's also a younger guy. But anyways, this is the one who did it, because apparently she found out that Zachary and Alexa both 46 years ago killed a guy that apparently was her father, while she now is married to and the guy that they killed, which is her father, was their brother, and she is now married to Now I have to say it's a little bit confusing, but Alexa is the main target in this whole level. She has a brother Zachary and another brother Montgomery, and Zachary and Alexa killed Montgomery, and this lady Emma was the wife of Montgomery, was pregnant with Emma when this happened. She found out now that Zachary and Alexa killed Montgomery, her dad, and actually she is now married, this Emma, to Gregory, and Gregory is the son of Alexa, the sister that killed Montgomery, her father. So she's actually married within the family. But anyways, I'm pretty sure she did it. And Diana also says this butler didn't do it, but he did help cover up 46 years ago that Montgomery murder. So we can also frame him. And I was just curious about why the game would allow you to do that. But that's probably because she now, Emma is taking her revenge. She already killed Zachary, the guy, the murder mystery that we are now conducting. But she also knows that Alexa was part in the murder of her father. So I'm pretty sure that she also still plans to kill Alexa. That is also in the greenhouse. She did it with making lethal poison from plants, and there was like this table for how much poison you need for a certain body weight and gender and age, and the in a table, and the combination that was highlighted was actually an older woman, in the 65 plus years old, the pretty light. So, and that really, Diana commented as well, like that is probably Alexa. So she is still probably in the middle of her revenge murder, getting back to killing her father's killer, so to say. So what I expect is, if you don't conclude the murder mystery with accusing the right person, but if you accuse him, she stays free, and it could very well be that she then goes on to murder Alexa, and then that then also serves 47's purpose, which is the overall objective in this level, is to kill Alexa Carlisle. So after accusing her, I will also quickly see what happens when we accuse him, because that could be a challenge maybe as well. Sorry, that was a really long sidestep, but it is quite convoluted to explain the whole situation. Anyways, I'm looking for a room that where that Edward is. Edward, by the way, is totally she has pretty wild hair compared to all the others. Compared to all the other much older people over here. She looks like an 80s rock star, so to say. Anyways, we are now going to quickly interrogate Edward.
Play with words, Stan.
By the way, there's also a challenge when he plays the piano. Maybe we have to smack him over the head. And also, with a hammer, there are two challenges related to him at least.
Professor Edward Carlisle.
He is innocent.
Can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's all, I have a...
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. Anything else I can do to help?
Yeah, and that guy apparently was quite successful, or he had a bright future ahead of him, and then suddenly he had like a mental breakdown. And he became a recluse, only tending to his plants. And that this guy also just said that was nearly 50 years ago. And the murder of Montgomery, I think we saw it in a clue, was 46 years ago. So indeed, he just had a mental breakdown after that murder by himself and Alexa of their both their brother. So it's actually a quite, I do like the writing in this whole setup, so to say, murder mystery.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Alright, so now we have exhausted everything, and indeed these two guys are now exonerated. They confirmed each other's alibi. They both went to the bar. She was in a conference call during the time of the murder. Yeah, so basically this is the killer. Let's get to the butler, report our findings. Please game, don't crash again. Holy shit, what the hell is this water doing here? Maybe for mopping the floor. What was I saying? Yeah, please don't crash game. That would be really big bummer.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Alright, if we go to her office on the 3rd floor, that is actually where the game crashed, so I hope it doesn't crash again there.
Hi.
Yeah, I was afraid of it. We're going to go to Alexa Carlyle's office, which is the area where the game crashed. If it now crashes again, man, I'm going to be pissed. This fucking game. It's such an enjoyable game, but the crashing really takes so much joy out of it for me.
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
Just keep calm.
Alright, so we also have a kill opportunity here maybe later
I
on.
can't forget his eyes.
You need to leave this place now!
What the hell?
We don't like trouble around here.
Fuck me. I was thinking if we get a kill opportunity, I can get like a silent assassin kill first kill run, and then this guy comes along and screws it up. Fuck me. Because now I'm pretty sure I lost my silent assassin because of him. Yes. Fuck this fucking game. And again, I really like the game, but this is where I get frustrated because it's all.
You, come on! Something serious is going on.
What's the problem?
If the
Gentleman,
game,
I thought you should know. Much
If-
appreciated.
if the game wouldn't have crashed in the previous episode, I would have not even been here. I would have already been chasing other challenges and stuff. It is, again, it cost me playing back to where we were at the start of this, in between the episodes. It took me half an hour, and now all this crap. It's so fucking frustrating. And also the fact that he says this is her office. I went logically in the room where the door was open, over there. But
Report back to Alpha Mike if any trespassing is reported.
I went into the wrong room. Yeah, then don't fucking hell put that door open and that guy saying this is her office. Just, if you say this is her office, go in, people unconsciously go in where the doors are open, not where the doors are closed. But yeah. Anyways, I do think, let's hope that the game doesn't crash, but we will be doing now. There's something with this painting as well, by the way, but we will be doing now another challenge. This one, I guess, sitting with her.
Please, go ahead.
Right, Saggery. Who the hell is Saggery? Ah, that's the guy who died. So then you say he killed himself? Emma or Fernsby? We're going with Emma.
Your niece, Emma Carlyle. murdered your brother Zachary.
My niece? Emma is not my niece. She's my daughter-in-law.
And your niece. Emma is the illegitimate child of your late older brother Montgomery, who you and Zachary killed 46 years ago.
That's preposterous.
You asked me to find out what happened to Zachary. Would you rather not know?
No. No, go on.
I found a letter from Emma's mother, Jane, who was the fiancée of your older brother at the time of his death. She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlisle empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emma to reclaim what she lost. Marry your heir, Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlisle empire for her bloodline generations to come.
Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane.
She is.
Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future of the Carlisles. Montgomery wasn't cut out to take over from father. All heart and no balls.
Emma used the funeral gathering to speed up her installment as the lady of the house, seizing the opportunity to stage Zachary's suicide. She did her homework, used a poison made from one of Zachary's rare plants, found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor to gain access to his room through a secret passage.
That scheming bitch.
More than you think. I found proof that she will try to poison you next.
Well, I'll have to take care of that. Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed. I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Edwards, the constant. But how do you... Oh, I see. I expected you might show up. But to kill me, not help me. But I've been wrong on so many things lately, so why not this one? I will give you the file on Edwards. You've earned it. I don't suppose I could convince you to deal with my daughter-in-law now you're here. I would like to see her dead. No? What a shame. I'll have to see to it some other way then. The file you want is in the safe. God, I hope you let Edwards and make him
Great, sir.
hurt. I need some privacy. Thank you.
Good work, 47.
Right, where the hell did
That's
she
the
go?
file on Arthur Edwards' secure.
Because now we may have a kill opportunity as well. She went...
Good. Time to take care of Madame Carlisle.
Ah. This is an easy kill.
What?
Right, so...
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Right, I'm not sure why the Diana radio went down. And I'm also not sure why there are no exits now. Marked. Right, it's a bummer that I got...
Gotta dig this place. Ancestral graveyard, trophy room, and the office safe is hidden behind a portrait with a secret mechanism for...
It's a bummer that I got... Ah, there are exits, by the way. It's a bummer that I got spotted because...
Mrs. Carlisle? Mrs. Carlisle, are you there?
Well, there goes my overtime pay.
by that annoying staff dude over there, because otherwise...
Mrs. Carlisle? Do you need assistance, ma'am? I seem to have lost you.
Otherwise, we would have been good for a silent assassin run. But yeah, it is what it is.
Carlisle? Carlisle, are you there?
Okay, damn it, we're still... I thought we were already on the ground floor. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Let's see what kind of... we'll see that later on.
Someone is behind it.
I wanted to say, let's see what kind of challenges we unlocked, but let's just get out of here and look at that afterwards, including the exit challenge, because there are 4 or 5 challenges related to exits. We will now be taking one, the boat, I think. There is a boat key in
during the shoot to grab Rebecca's attention. I had planned to offer her.
In the greenhouse here.
It feels like I can't breathe in there. Everything needs to be ready for the funeral.
Now Zachary won't get to see the residential burial.
Oh, did I already pick it up? Mention master key. I also don't understand that one. I have this mention master key. And there's also a challenge related to it. Pretty sure this is the same key. But yeah, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't clear when I found it. Maybe you have to unlock all the doors that it is for. I have no idea. Anyways, I was pretty certain that there was a boat key over here, but did I already pick it up? Greenhouse keychain? No. What the hell? I wrote it down. Or didn't I? Boat key. Yeah, in the greenhouse. Where the hell is it? Ah, here it is. Idiot. Right, Thornbridge Manor. You were pretty impressive. Cool level, and I will be doing it 100%, so we will be returning. But this is the first time doing the objectives and getting out of here. Right, how the hell am I supposed to enter that boat? I have a boat. Why isn't this an exit? Why is there only one exit? There are supposed to be way more. Is that because I'm dressed as the investigator? Or is the story not over yet?
He was here when the safe in Madame Carlisle's office was repaired last week. He had to carry some heavy bolt to the top floor. He complained about back pain for the entire weekend.
That's just bonkers. What? Lie about a trip to Denton. Who does that? Bahamas, perhaps. Seriously, Denton? What a knob.
But it also was a bit weird how Diana's voice cut off. So it wouldn't surprise me if there is some more storyline, because there's also a hearse over here. That's also an exit vehicle, and there's only one exit
Did they call all of
icon
them
here.
today? I've never seen so many gardeners here at the same time.
Yes, there's so much to do before the funeral tomorrow.
And the woman isn't even dead. It's too bad we're not allowed to tell. That would make a great story at the pub tonight.
It's not funny, Matt. If anyone hears you...
Alright, now I'm a little bit curious as to what will expire or transpire. Yeah, the music.
47. They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine.
Shit!
Right, there were actually 2 button prompts on that bike. I only clicked, I only made one visible. Not sure what the other one was. There were 2 of those little squares. Right, sedative poison vial. Lockpick Mark III. Changing room, smuggle location, bathroom, smuggle. Small item near the crates. Small item near the greenhouse. Starting location in the garden. Starting location as staff. Short baller. Right trigger to improve your aim. Alright. Alright, let's yeah, shit, maybe I should have let it play out the video, because now I'm not sure why. If I now play it again, do I then again only have one exit option? Because I need those other exits, because they are here in Discovery. This is an exit. This is the exit, this is the boat where we were. And the hearse is an exit. So how does that work? Only if the first time that you exit the level that you only get one option? Or once you saw the cutscene, that is the criterion that needs to be fulfilled for the other exits to open up? I have no idea. Find it a little bit annoying. Because I clicked the cutscene away. It could be that the game wants you to see that cutscene, and then you know that maybe Gray, who also was under fire, maybe he dies, I don't know. But then you know that, and then you can go back in mob-up challenges and you can do any exit. But if you didn't see the cutscene yet, that now in the next one we again only will have one exit to trigger that cutscene again. I don't know, but whatever. We are going back in, and what I wanted to do is go and accuse the butler now this time. But also do some other stuff in between, and to do that I am just going to... Yeah, maybe it's not even needed. I wanted to say start from the beginning. Yeah, I will start from the beginning, because the save that I'm now started from, it is really not that far from the beginning. I saved way too early. And especially if I now know that the game can crash again, I prefer to...
Phineas Whitman, private investigator. I have an
holy
appointment
shit,
with
what the hell is up with all these graphical glitches?
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madam Carlyle.
Anyways, I prefer to save later on. I'm not sure what's up with the texture and stuff all loading in. Super annoying.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
Good job.
Now the question is, how will I smuggle in my weapon?
Mr. Whitmer, thank God you're here. Can I take you to Madame Carlyle?
Yes, you can.
Yes, please.
If you'd follow me.
These guys will frisk me. I need to drop my weapon somewhere. Maybe I'm gonna leave it over there, then I can pick it up afterwards.
And I dare say I don't like it at all. This is what I mean. You have to be
Hold it,
patted
sir.
down
I
before
can't
you
let
see
you
Madame
enter
Carlyle
before I have a look
inside.
in your pockets.
Oh, I could just cry.
Sorry about this, sir. Won't be a moment. You're good to go, sir. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you very much. Let's get the gun.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madame Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
Alright, I will quickly mop up again all
Looking good.
all the clues, because it's not that much
I feel
work.
obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame...
Yeah, or don't I don't need to do that. Wait, because it is 15 minutes of work for sure. I don't need it for this. But I do need it for here. This one, I have no idea what this is. Maybe we have to take him out, but he is an innocent, so that doesn't make any sense. This is such a vague one. I'm just going to look up what we need to do there. There's no hint whatsoever in that icon. Here. Pacify Gregory Carla with a newspaper. Yeah, I would have never know about that without looking it up.
Of a deli.
No. Oh, fuck me. I'm such an idiot.
Look at nature.
Alright, this is the cameraman. We don't need clues for that here, but what the hell is this one? We already completed one time the murder mystery. Do we need to do it again and then accuse somebody else? This, I think, has to do with that American lawyer. This one, no ID. This one, I thought we already did, right? We just had that debriefing with her in her office. Maybe we need to accuse somebody else, and then or maybe we need to accuse all three of them. Yeah, so in order to play around with that, I am going to...
You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madam's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation.
Right, I will still quickly get all
I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
I will get all the clues, then I will save
Before
the
you
game.
inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene.
Alright, but anyways, this is so annoying. If you've heard all
A
that...
locked room murder mystery 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
If you heard all this
Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
If you heard all this dialogue and voice over 10 times before already, it gets really old. But I will get all the clues, because then I will save the game. Then if the game crashes, I don't need to do that all again. I don't even think I need it anymore, but it could be with that one challenge. I'm going to accuse all of them and see. So also Zachary, I'm going to say, yeah, it was just a murder, it was just a suicide. And I'm gonna accuse the butler to see what happens. And I do want to do that also just for the role play, with all the clues collected, so to say. Just feels a bit more accurate, so let's do that.
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
Still not sure what this whiskey bottle is. A whiskey glass and bottle found on Zachary Carlyle's bedside table. Yeah. Doesn't say anything else about that bottle.
Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Here we go. Right, where is he? Annoying butler? Ah, there he is.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madam's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Right, this is the only annoying part.
Patrick Carlyle. Can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
All these guys again.
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back.
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexa used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. So...
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
Right, let's check out... Oh shit, I still have to get the... crowbar. And the thing is, I think we already, in the previous episode or the one before, we already did all these dialogues, etc. So it does
On top
feel...
of everything, Rosie thinks she's in love with young Patrick. I mean, that's a breaking heart happening if I ever saw one. Alexa, back from the dead, a make-believe funeral, a murder mystery. All too much.
It does feel very...
But gentlemen...
repetitive what I'm doing now.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games, never any romance. I deserve romance.
Ah, we can talk with Rosie.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I?
That's the way to
I spent the evening with
exonerate
Patrick.
Patrick, yes.
We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Why?
Alright, so indeed his alibi is confirmed.
He's
That
under
was-
a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
Alright, so at least that's something extra we found.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
Painkillers. Lethal if you use enough of them.
But not the poison used to kill Zachary. Of course, Madame Carlyle doesn't know that. Are you considering to frame the butler, 47? Zachary's diary. This is big. He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident. And 47,
there's also a
the
wrench
handwriting
here.
doesn't match the suicide letter in his room, proving he didn't write it himself. Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't commit the murder, but I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did. Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings. Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting, 47?
Bathroom beside stuff. Canteen. always handy to note where you can find stuff, because it can be quite tricky remembering when you actually need it. Quickly, like, oh, where did I saw that? I don't think I need to get the other clues, but yeah, I cannot help myself. Let's just
But you're right.
quickly do it.
Beautiful.
What the hell is this room? Not sure.
You have a way with words, Dan.
I actually saw this room before. Car battery. Alright, good to know. Some kind of storage cupboard. But now, where was that Edward dude? Yeah, here he is. Let's do Edward now, quickly.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. Anything else I can do to help?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Right, this is the only annoying part. These interrogations take quite a long time if you already did them, but I cannot speed them up.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to...
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and Mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Is that all?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect Mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else you...
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Right, one more, I think. Rebecca, where are you?
Phil, did you find out if the vote was notarized? But how the hell did that happen? No, we all signed it. I gave it to him in person. He says he got it notarized the very same day. Right, listen. You go to their office and ask for Cheryl. She's the best they've got. Tell her you want to see the records. Don't take no for an answer. And call me as soon as you've got them. Thanks, Phil. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 8:45. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Is there...
Alright, super. Let's quickly get the clues from the rooms. And hopefully the game doesn't crash again. It could well do so.
Put a pin in it. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
By the way, taking a picture of these two is also a challenge. Let's see if I got it. Nope, not yet. They already stopped their conversation, I guess.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
Who am I kidding? He's probably not looking for anything serious.
Right, what did we have here? We have this one. We have the greenhouse clue.
A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing?
Good question. What else do we have here again? A letter.
Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother
I think that was it. It was 4 out of 4. Yes.
stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this.
Right.
She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
Alright, let's, by the way, we can just as well...
Look at me getting all giddy. It's like year 10 all over again, just without the awkward slow dancing.
We can just as well make that picture now and do that challenge. We are going for a full challenge run anyways.
Oh, excuse me. I think you forgot something.
Man, I really have to speed it up because I'm already
Excuse me.
way over the 45-minute marker. Right, there they go.
Okay. Right.
There they go.
You're being so coy, Sam. Can't you tell me about anything exciting that you've seen?
Right, let's check it out.
It would be pretty unprofessional.
Yes, nice. We have at least we have some progress. Not a lot, but we have one. Challenge done.
Maybe we should get back to...
there you go.
Yeah.
Another clue.
An old letter, 47. Never opened. Must have slid under the secret door nearly 46 years ago. It states that Alexa Carlisle's older brother, Montgomery, wanted Alexa to become the heir to the Carlisle Empire instead of himself. Interesting. You're an excellent detective, 47. Uncovering truths half a century old. If you frame it correctly, I believe you could use the information to convince Madame Carlisle that Zachary committed suicide. That is the door to Rebecca's room. Maybe you should ask Mr. Fernsby to see her. Or perhaps you feel like digging a bit more.
Let's dig a bit more. I still don't see why we would convince her of the suicide. Anyways, I don't think there were too many clues here.
I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from
Only 2.
9 p.m. to midnight last night.
And another one. And now we had Emma's room, we have Rebecca's room, we have Zachary's room. Was that it? I'm a little bit confused. 2 out of 2. Here. Zachary 6 out of 6. Emma and Gregory 4 out of 4. Rebecca 2 out of 2. Fernsby 3 out of 3. The green house we will do now. A key which unlocks every door in Thornbridge Manor. Yeah, probably we will have to unlock every door. But that's the problem with this key. Is that there's one door we cannot unlock with it, because that is the door that we actually broke open to get the key. That is the office of Mr. Fernsby himself, where we find the key. So probably if the challenge for this one is you have to unlock all doors with the master key, then I cannot break open that Fernsby office door. I need to take down Fernsby, get the office key from him, open that door, then it closes. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know. You know what? I am quickly going to see what the objective is there. God damn it. I have again no clue. No, yeah. No, I won't do it. It feels like cheating. I have to try a little bit harder myself. Anyways, what were we doing? We have all the clues. And do we need... this thingy? The thing with this stick is that I have here is that picking it up apparently is a suspicious action. Don't ask me why. But it is.
Hey bro.
So let's just drop it there. Now we are going
Greetings, sir.
down. Why is the butler all the way over here? That stick we can use also to open up a secret passageway on the 3rd floor, but I already did. Basically, I opened up everything already. So not that much use. I already got the challenges related to it, etc.
Have a good day, sir.
Alright, quickly pick up 2 more challenges.
Bad news, I'm afraid.
And then...
we don't have any extra fuses. Ethel looked everywhere.
shall we save the game?
No power, no
Alright, we have to wait for this guy to move along. That's a little bit annoying.
I don't believe for a second that Zachary committed suicide. We'd only just run through his plan for the spring seedlings yesterday.
Yes, sure. But he was upset believing his sister was dead.
I'd stay worried about how things...
Yeah, that guy is too close by. I have to wait for him to walk further away.
Sure, Emma would throw him out first chance she got.
Ah, there's
Now
a
we'll
wrench
never know.
there as well.
Oh my. You're taking this
Or a
hard,
crowbar.
aren't you?
Near grave grade. Behind greenhouse. Alright, sorry for that. It's all taking way too long. I'm doing like 2 episodes in one. I should have... Oh shit, now he walks back. I'm such a fucking idiot.
I know.
I took
Oliver,
too long.
I know.
Now I have to wait for him again.
We shall all miss him dearly.
Alright, I'm almost so annoyed that I just want to take him out. Because now he first starts doing his drink. God damn it, man. So annoying. So flipping annoying. Finally. Damn it. What? No. No way. No fucking way. Alright, so I really wanted to use this. Fuck me. I was really trying to be careful and cautious, waiting for that guard to leave. Was not aware that people from the other side
Possibly high on drugs.
could spot me.
Trying to hide who he really is.
Fuck me. Anyways, I wanted to use this
Reading you
save.
5x5, JHQ. Come in. It's happening again.
Also for some silent assassin runs, but that is apparently not going to work anymore. I'm not silent assassin anymore. Fuck this.
You all need to cowboy up now. Shit is getting real.
Fuck this.
Understood. The longer
What?
this goes on, the more vulnerable we are.
What a fucked up anticlimactic ending of a way too long episode.
Call sign.
Screw this. They actually see me through the window. Fuck this game. Fuck this game. Really, really hard.
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zachary.
Something is circled, 47. Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlyle is next in line for a poisoning. You have uncovered enough evidence to tell Madame Carlyle that Emma is the murderer.
Alright,
Quite the
now
detective, 47.
everybody
I'm
is
impressed.
suspicious.
I suggest you go tell Mr.
More than me.
Fernsby.
I hope the guys inside are not suspicious as well. Fuck me. Don't think they are, right? Alright, nice. Yeah, so all very, very annoying that I got spotted all at the end. But it is what it is, guys. Yeah, sorry, not that much progress in this episode. Of course, we did do one kill, but also not silent assassin, so it's all super messy. We did do a lot of repetition, like getting all the clues, but we did get all of the clues now. I will save the game now, and then in the next episode we will be trying to accuse different persons of that murder and see whether that helps. If we, for instance, accuse the butler, or we say that Zachary killed himself, it was indeed a suicide, maybe then Emma will continue her revenge killing and also take out Alexa. So we will have to figure that out in the next episode. Guys, hope you enjoyed. Yeah, sorry for what I feel is a really weird episode with a lot of repetition, messy, etc. But yeah, it is what it is. Hope to see you in the next one. For the meantime, do not forget, always do keep on gaming. Later.